Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a new feature that's been added to Forge on Halo Reach on MCC. So, as you probably know by now, the Xbox flight of Halo Reach for the Master Chief Collection just began yesterday, actually, as of this video being uploaded. So, with it, there's a lot of things that we guys should take a look at, and I'll do a video tomorrow about looking in depth of the build and see what we got this flight and all the new features and game modes and maps and stuff like that. But for this video, I did want to show you guys a cool new feature that they added for the teleporters in Halo Reach that was not there on the 360 version. Well, actually, it was technically in the game. It was a cut feature, and actually Lord Zed managed to do a mod to bring it back out. But you had the mod back then. But now you don't have to. It's actually built in, and that feature is that you can now send projectiles through a teleporter. Previously, you can only send people and vehicles, or specific vehicles, but now you can actually fire projectiles through it, and it's actually a pretty cool feature. And you can make some pretty creative maps with it. So basically, all you need to do is just spawn the teleporter, a sender and a receiver, and you just press X on it, go to the settings, and scroll all the way to the bottom, and then that's where you'll see the setting to let projectiles go through. Now, you gotta make sure that both the sender and the receiver are set to be able to send projectiles through. Otherwise, if only one is set, the other will not work. So you just gotta make sure to set that. And then after that, when you fire anything through the teleporter, only certain projectiles go through. Bullets, for the most part, don't go through, but things like rockets, grenades, or plasma weapons will go through. So let's do a test here. Let's fire the rocket launcher through, and as you can see, it disappears and went out the other side over there. And you could basically set a trap for people and then blow them up that way or something like that, or catch them off guard. I don't know, you can make some kind of secret maze map or something where you gotta throw grenades through or something, or I don't know, I'm sure people can think of a lot of creative things, creative Forge maps on Halo Reach now with this new feature once it comes out for everybody on Halo Reach. Right now, this is just for the Insider flight, the public one, but I'm sure it'll be there when the final game comes out. But right now, the final game's not out yet. This is just one of the Insider flights to test with. But one funny thing you could do, one cool trick that you could do with this, is that you could do an infinite loop with projectiles to send through. If you make the receiver teleporter face the sender, when you fire something through the sender teleporter, it'll come out the receiver, but then it'll fly right back into the sender teleporter. At which point, it'll just keep looping infinitely, and yeah, you'll get some pretty cool results. But we'll cover that again in a second. One other thing I want to show you is that projectiles you fire through will not hurt you. As you can see, when I fire a rocket through, it just passes right through me. It's perfectly harmless to me, unless it impacts the ground near me. Then the explosion, the splash damage from the explosion will hurt me and probably kill me, depending on where it hits. But it will not hit me directly. As you can see, it literally just flies right through you, when it normally would have, obviously exploded, but it just goes right through. Now, when it goes through you and it hits someone else or something else, like I said, it will explode. And yeah, it's basically lethal to everything but you. Alright, so going back to the infinite looping of the teleporters, we messed around with it for a while, and we managed to we got it perfectly where you can loop it forever. You want the teleporters to be upside down, with the receiver kind of in the middle height of the sender. You want the sender to be higher. Otherwise, if you have it right side up, the projectile will eventually drop down to the ground before exploding. And if you do it in the air, while it's right side up, it will eventually drop down and then impact the base of the teleporter and then explode. But if you do it upside down, it will actually it will keep looping between the two teleporters forever. At least for as long as the projectile lasts. Eventually, if you fire a rocket, when it reaches a certain distance, I believe it will either disappear or just explode after a while. It does. These projectiles do have a limited range, and the longer they stay in the infinite loop, the more they use up their range. Which, if you've seen my weapon comparison videos in the past, you'll know that Halo Reach weapons do have pretty decent range. Some of them have pretty crazy ranges, but it does eventually run out. No weapon in Halo Reach has an infinite range. I'm pretty sure none of them do. off the top of my head. But yeah, pretty much anything you throw into this infinite loop will work as long as like it actually can go through the teleporter. Obviously, like I said, bullets won't go through, but most Covenant weapons will. But yeah, so there you guys have it. It's a pretty cool new feature and a pretty fun trick you could do with that new feature on Halo Reach's Forge on MCC on the current public flight. But yeah, so if you're watching this in the future when it's finally out for everybody on Xbox and PC, then hopefully you guys do enjoy this little trick you could do with this new feature. But other than that, if you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know if there's anything else for me to check out. And other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.